Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on cooperative multiplayer with Daggerwin. Just going to get the cultivator on again because it's still May and we have time to put some soybeans in, even though we have no fields. So yeah, the plan is, I'll get out there and I'll show you what we're going to do, or what we're going to plan to do, is to create another new field. I know we have got quite a few fields now. It's surprising actually how many fields we can fit on our plot of land that we started with. It's actually bigger than I was expecting. But yeah, we have got quite a bit of space still to put another field in, even though it doesn't look like it, because it's over the other side of some trees, which we can't see. I did show you it previously in a previous episode, quite a few episodes ago now. But yeah, it is down the other side of the trees over there. You can just sort of see roughly where it is over in that direction. Let's see. I'm going in a straight line. I should be able to get the map up. Over here, where Daggerwin is actually at the moment, there's a plot of land there which we actually own. If I can get the owned land bit over, there we go. All of this up here we actually own. It's this corner here, where the trees are, not where the trees are. We obviously own that as well, but yeah, the bit beyond the trees. So the plan is to hopefully make a bit of a field up there. It won't be a very big field, not like the ones we've already got. But it just seems a shame not to make use of the planter now that we've bought it. It would have been good if we could have got it a bit sooner, but it wasn't in the sale at the time, so we had to wait for it to pop up in the sale. And now we do own it, it would be nice to use it. So yes, this is the area we're going to plan on doing a bit of a new field. So yeah, this direction, and then let me just check the map again. So we actually own this as well, this bit here, although it is quite steep. But we could do a field there as well. But yeah, there's another area up here. Just there, so that's the area I'm sort of heading to first. The main issue with it is quite steep. Definitely, it is. That could be a potential issue, but we'll see what it's like when we get there. It's just round this corner. There's a track, this track up here, which runs through it. I want to make sure I don't go beyond the boundary, obviously. But yeah, so I'm right on the boundary here. We're going this way. We run back into our land again. Just check again, there we go. So the track is kind of, I think we're going to have to lose a bit of the track because that is kind of in the way. It would be too small and awkward field to avoid the track, I think, so I'm going to have to sort of, yeah, I was going a straight line now, straight forwards to there and then down there and then round back to here. So it's not going to be a massive field, but it will be, you know, reasonable size. We'll get a bit of money off it. So yeah, let's create fields, lower the cultivator down. Now it's going to take a bit of practice to get this roughly in a straight line, of course, but I'll try and just hold it roughly straight there, go straight across and then down over there somewhere and then back up again. But yeah, my biggest concern is how sloped it is. It's quite a sloped piece of land, so we'll have to hope that all the machines can cope. We've got the quad track, so that should be fine. But other smaller machines like the combine might be struggling a bit more. Hopefully we can get a bigger combine at some point, or a second combine at least, so that we can have two combines working. Where are we now? Yeah, it's still fine, still in the land area. I suppose I could have gone more that way actually, thinking about it. I'm just sort of marking out an initial area for a start. But yeah, it's surprising how much land there is back here. It's more than you'd think, because we never even considered it. We just assumed that the trees were kind of the boundary. We didn't even think that the land actually extended quite a long way back, far beyond that. So yeah, it's definitely worth making use of it, I would say. But yeah, this is the steep part. This is I'm a bit concerned about it actually. Don't want the combine to not be able to cope with harvesting it. Probably won't go all the way down there. I think it's a bit too steep. But yeah, I'll continue working on this. Try and make it as big as possible without sort of getting into areas that are too awkward to work on. And I'll come back to you when we're done. Okay, so there is our new field. It's actually bigger than I thought it was going to be. It's pretty much the same size as some of the other fields, actually. It's a massive area, this. This is obviously a very big map. It isn't called Survival Times 4 for nothing, of course. It is a massive, massive map, this. There's so much of it we've never explored all the way down here, look. It's so far away from where we are. And you can even go even further this way as well. So yeah, it's huge, this map. Which is why we need the big equipment, of course. And I think Daggerwin has just purchased another quad track. Personally, I wouldn't have bought 2 quad tracks, but I think a lot of people in Daggerwin's comments saying that it was a good idea to get a big tractor again, another big tractor, since it was in the sale and it was cheap for the amount of horsepower you get for it. Yeah, I can understand why people would want to go with that. I just prefer normal tractors over quad tracks, really, to be honest, but they have got the power, and we do need the power on this map, so yeah, it does make sense. Now, yeah, there it is. Now the field needs soil sampling before we can get it planted and spread with lime, if it does need lime. I'm not quite sure why, though, it's not showing up for me. Again, this is not the first time it's happened on this series. I don't know whether it's a multiplayer issue, but yeah, it's showing there, but not on there, which is very strange, or any other menu, it seems. Not even on the precision farming menu. So it's a bit concerning, that. Hopefully it'll work. I think it is just a problem with multiplayer, as usual. Just not loading in the texture as it should be doing correctly, but I'm sure it'll be there next episode. It's just for some reason, it's happened to me before on this series, it just doesn't show up the field properly on the menu on the map. Very odd, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go and get it soil sampled, and I'm guessing Daggerwin's going to be coming over here with the planter very soon to do some soybean planting. I think he was just planting the edge of that other field, the new sort of extension bit that he did on that field with soybeans as well, but yeah, he's going to get over here with the planter and get that one planted with the new quad track, so I'll be quick and get this done, and he can make a start with that. And it probably will need spraying with lime as well, but that can be done after planting, and then it will need rolling as well. Actually, I'll probably do the rolling first so we can actually see the texture change, otherwise it would make it very hard to roll, and then right at the end probably spread it with lime. But yeah, it needs to be done with lime before it germinates, otherwise it won't work. So anyway, yeah, I'll get on with soil sampling and then probably start rolling. There we go, the soil samples are finally processed. I think it's because the time's only on 0.5. That's probably why it took a long time, but anyway, it's done now. And disappointingly, that is the soil type, so not good at all. I was really hoping it would have been better. Look at this. This is the best, or one of the best soil types, the loam. And yeah, that's a really good soil type. And I was thinking it would be loam all the way up here. But it turns out it's sand, which is, or loamy sand, which is the worst soil type. So, yeah, oh dear, oh well. At least it's a bonus field. Won't be a great yield, but it'd be, yeah, at least we'll get some extra crop off that, so not terrible, but yeah, the soil type is not the best at all. But never mind. Let's get on with the rolling. Daggerwin should have hopefully made a start with the planting now. He was waiting for the soil samples to analyse, but that's been done now, so it shouldn't take him too long with that size planter to get around the field a few times, and I can start rolling behind that. There is a log grab still here, which I don't think we need. We haven't used it for a while. People keep mentioning it as well in the comments, saying you might as well get rid of it because it's not being used, so I think I'm going to just sell it. We're not using it. the log fork. So it's worth actually quite a bit. Well, it's worth almost £2,000, which isn't too bad. So I might as well sell that and get some extra money, which we will need for purchasing something more important, like a bigger combine. We also haven't got any productions or animals yet, which I think we should do. I think it would be nice to get into some productions and animals at some point in this series, because so far we've just been trying to build up the farm and really sort of map out the farm and the fields. So yeah, that's been the sort of first step, but I really think we should start to do some sort of diversify a bit into different things. So that'll be the next step, hopefully, at some point, when the money's available, of course. Which it certainly will be after harvest, because you can see how much land we've got to harvest now. So yeah, the money will start to come in, just we've got to wait a few months until winter time when we start to sell the crops. But yeah, the money will be coming at some point. Anyway, I'll get back up to the field again, and we will get the field rolled when Daggerwin has made enough progress with the planting. Okay, so that's all the rolling done. Daggerwin's now going to go and lime it. I did tell him that quite a while ago, but I don't think he saw my message. So yeah, he could have had a head start on doing that, but never mind. Don't think it needs too much lime, because based on past experience of doing these fields, they didn't actually take as much lime as I was expecting, but it certainly would benefit from some lime, I'm sure. I'll go and check in a second once I've parked the roller away. We'll go and see how much lime it actually needs. I should think it says OK. pH value is OK, I would imagine. So it's not good, it's not perfect, but it's not too bad. But it's always beneficial to do it because you do slightly increase the yield if you do get the perfect pH, so it's definitely worth doing, and also increases the environmental score as well. Right, so here we are back at the yard, so I'll just get this parked up in the shed and then I'll find out what we're doing next. He has sold one of the tractors, I think, to buy the new quad track. Luckily we've still got the front loader. That was my concern, is I didn't want him to sell the front loader because we would have been a bit stuck then. But as it turns out, we've still got that, so I could use that to take some more lime bags to Daggerwin if he needs some, which he probably will. Right, where are we going to put this then? I think it probably goes next to the sprayer, although it's not a very big gap that, but I'll see if I can get it back in there. Of course, yeah, this is one of the reasons I don't like the quad track as much as other tractors, just because it's quite awkward to reverse with it being double articulated. Got the articulating of the tractor plus the articulating of the implement on the back, so it just makes it a bit harder. But it's certainly, yeah, you can't argue with the power. 600 horsepower quad is a very good tractor to have on the farm. But just, yeah, having two of them seems quite excessive, but yeah, it's what was available really, I suppose, and it certainly is useful having it. Right, I think we're probably done with the quad track for the time being then. I'll just go, like I said, and see what the pH value of that field actually is. Let's whiz over there. So there's Daggerwin, he's spreading. Let's go down and have a look. So yeah, it's perfect where it's been done, and it's okay as I thought. So not terrible, but yeah, it certainly would benefit from being spread. So that's why I wanted to do it. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, it's just changing the colour slightly, but these fields have all been done, so I think it is worth doing. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. It's not going to use too much lime doing that, but I think I will bring a few bags over for him anyway, just in case he needs them. I'm assuming he has a full load at the moment, but yeah, he probably will run out at some point, possibly, so it's always worth having an extra couple of bags over there, just in case. So there's already some here. I'll take these over there. See if I can get all three on the forks or not. Possibly not without a real weight, but I'll give it a go. It's not easy, but let's see. It would help if they were lined up, of course, which of course these aren't. Oh, nearly. I got one. Hopefully that one will stand up again. Yeah, there we go. Now I can try and get it again. I could put them on a trailer, of course, that might be easier. Because, yeah, when they're different... Now they've got it. When they're different size bags, or got different amounts in them, it makes them a little bit more tricky as well, but I might need some more bags. I already know. Well, I'm already predicting it, because, yeah, I thought he probably wouldn't have enough. I'll see if I can get this one on as well, and then take all three over. If not, I'll put them on the trailer and take them over on the trailer, but I'll see if I can get them all. I'm sure I could with the rear weight. I could always put a rear weight on actually as well. But let's just see if we can pick this one up as well without needing a weight. Oh no, I don't want to push it over. Okay, I've pushed it over. Let's see if I can get that back up again. I don't want to lose the ones I've already got. Maybe just try and stand it up then. There's not even much in this, it's only got 200 kilograms in it, or litres. Awkward bag. There we go, I'll line it up with the fork this time so it should hopefully go on. Okay, let's try again. Of course the lag doesn't help either. Nearly. Is it on? Very frustrating, but yeah, nearly there. There we go. Got it. Right, okay, let's head over to Daggerwin and deliver him these lime bags. Right, just thought I'd finish off with a load of wood since I was waiting for Daggerwin to finish the lime spreading, but he's got that done now. We've moved on to June, apparently. Yeah, we've just got to finish off by selling this load, and then that should be it for today. And then next time I'm sure there'll be more jobs to do. In fact, we might even be on to harvesting very soon as well, because it's June now. Yeah, June. So yeah, let's have a quick look at the fields to see if anything's ready to harvest yet. Ah, that's showing up now. That's good. Yeah, but nothing yet to harvest. July it looks like then for these three probably, and then these will be much later. The soybeans will be right at the end of the year, November probably, and then the oats that'll be probably August, I would have thought. But yeah, we're going to have a very busy month next month after June because yeah, it looks like all the fields will be, or 3 of the fields will be ready then, and we've only got 1 combine which is relatively small to do that with. So yeah, we're going to be extremely busy for a few episodes doing that harvesting, unless of course we can find a used combine that we can actually afford, which is unlikely I would say, but we'll see. You never know, we might get something good popping up in the sale, but at the moment there's nothing really. Well, that would be potentially, if we could find the New Holland to go with that, that would be potentially good, but how much was that? Oh, got to go down again. 28,000, yeah, we've got 8, so we need another 28. No, we need another 20,000 just to afford the header. Yeah, and that's without the combine, so it's looking unlikely that we'll get another combine before harvest, but you never know, we might. Anyway, Daggerwin's just finished, so I'll leave it there for today as well. Just drive that back to the yard and then we'll be done. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in the next one.